Resolution number 24-646, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Motion made in second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 24-646. Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis.
Aye.
Mr. Merrill.
Aye. Brett, could you come forward? We have a couple of questions.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, Brett, the main, you know, the main segment is a relatively small dollar amount. And it seems, if I'm reading the matrix correctly, that the little bit of the main that the Crable dumps into doesn't have to have any work done.
That's correct.
Because
It would function as a good and sufficient outlet for the Crable as existing. It's extended basically to go to the property line.
Okay, okay. And then further northeast, I guess, you know, what work would be done on the main?
It's primarily log jam and debris removal, that clearing and snagging work, minimal amount of excavation work kind of on the upper end of the project to remove sedimentation.
Okay.
Do you have a question about the forestry, part of,
I'm sorry, what?
do you have a question about part of the main landing and forest or something, or?
That's the Crable main,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other comments, questions?
No, I don't have any other comments or questions at this point.
Anyone have any sense of direction you want to go from here?
Yeah, I will make a motion that we dismiss the McElwee segments, all three.
And
Do we have to do separate motions for each
I
of the three?
believe I have 8 sets
And
of
what about the main?
resolutions that you'll need to address.
Well, we can dismiss the main too now.
Oh.
I mean, we can do that first.
I think if someone making a motion, is that, what,
Yeah, I would make a motion to dismiss the McElwee, the first of the three McElwee, and then we can go through the next two.
I'm sorry, I need clarification. I'm starting with the Mac, is that, can I do that?
McElwee?
Okay.
Eric, I think Jennifer's asking some direction.
All right, so McElwee is on page 90 for the board.
McElwee, number
Page 90,
324,
what is that?
section 1.
Well, there's section 1 and section
All right.
My motion is to dismiss the McElwee 324, section 1.
1. Second?
Motion made in second, discussion.
Resolution number 24-647, motioned by Commissioner Benton and seconded by Commissioner Lewis. In the matter of the commissioners setting aside the order for and dismissing the petition for the McElwee number 324, section 1, part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project due to one or more of the following reasons. Cost is equal to or exceeds the benefit of the improvement is not necessary, or the improvement is not conducive to public welfare.
I believe Commissioner Benton made that motion, and Commissioner Lewis seconded. Discussion?
Yeah, I just don't think the cost exceeds the benefit.
Yeah.
There's significant costs there. The fields have been tiled. Didn't hear testimony in favor to any much extent. And again, just a big expense. I just didn't think it was exceeded the cost. The benefit didn't exceed the cost.
Okay. Then the second part of that, dismissing of that or setting aside the order, resolution number, or would you like to vote on that?
Yeah, we got to vote.
Vote on motion 24-647. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
I believe you have another motion?
I will make the motion then to dismiss McElwee.
Does the board need to address the order of the cost right now for the dismissed part of the project?
I think we can hold on all of that until
Okay.
we get to the end.
dismiss, make a motion to dismiss.
So, should we do it?
Overhead.
Well, if you didn't approve section 2,
Oh, that's
section
right,
1,
section 2 and 3
I
are,
think section 2 just dies.
Yeah, so what about the lateral? I wasn't clear on that.
yeah, here comes Brett, straighten this out.
Both McElwee Section 2 and the McElwee lateral required approval of the McElwee Section 1 because Section 1 serves as the outlet for those other two sections. So
Okay.
I don't, from a procedural standpoint, that's up to Eric, but from my standpoint, by dismissing Section 1, you've effectively,
Dismissed all 3.
yeah, dismissed the other two as
So
well.
we don't know, you did both?
Correct.
Separately?
Okay.
Okay. Is that all? What about the main? You have the.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yes, Jeff, you want to throw about that?
No, I think I've got enough from Brett on that. I would, I think the Woodtown and the McElwee are really, just the benefits don't exceed the cost. But the Crable is a real problem. I think that one is one that really needs to be done, in my opinion. And so, having heard that the main does not need to be approved to facilitate Crable main and 1 and 2, then I would move that we approve the Crable main, because the way it's phrased, yeah. Crable number 589 Main.
Do we have to take any action on the Hoover and Woodland?
So the order, before you would take any action on Crable, you would want to address the exception that applies to that
Right.
part of the project.
Well, what about the main? Should we have a resolution on those two if we want to dismiss
So-
them?
If you were to deny the Hoover main,
It takes care of the other one.
then I believe that the other two exceptions that had been filed would be moot at that point.
Okay.
And so if you wanted to take that action, but that would mean that the Woodtown lateral would also
Be,
not be approved.
Okay.
So
okay.
I will ask the clerk to read the motion to deny the main.
Resolution number 24-648 on page 88 for the commissioners.
Thank
The
you.
matter of the commissioners setting aside the order for and dismissing the petition for the Hoover number 61 Main Watershed Drainage Improvement Project due to one or more of the following reasons. The cost improvement is equal to or exceeds the benefit of the improvement. The improvement is not necessary or the improvement is not conducive to the public welfare. As motioned by Commissioner Lewis.
Second.
Motion made and second, discussion?
Yes, we've had testimony, and after the testimony that I've heard, I do not think that, for instance, on Woodtown, I don't think there's a big problem there
The benefits.
at all, and that the benefits exceed the cost.
The
I
cost
mean,
exceeds
the
benefit.
cost, sorry, the costs, yes. The cost would definitely exceed the benefit. And regarding the main, we've already heard from Brett on that. And the other,
I think that's all I'm going to say. Call for vote.
So
yeah,
vote on motion 24-648. Mrs. Lewis,
aye.
Mr. Merrill,
Aye.
Mr. Benton.
Aye.
Now, that brings us to the Crables, those three, and I think this takes care of two of the exceptions. Am I correct in that, Eric?
I think it would be good to hear from those owners that filed that exception to.
Okay, we'll do
to
them in
make
the order
sure.
we received them then, and just give them that
Yes.
opportunity. Is that appropriate?
Yep.
First exception came from Morrison family. Do you have any desire to speak, or based on where we are, you comfortable with it?
We're not in the Grayville area.
So,
Just wanted to have their.
just want to give you an
confirmation.
opportunity since you filed. Maybe you ought to come up here and say it for the
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
Our property is not in the Crayville sections of the assessment, so no, we have no further
Okay,
comment.
very well. Just want to get it for the record.
Yep.
And that brings us to Kevin and Rhonda McIntyre.
I want to make sure I understand exactly what has and hasn't been approved here. Did the Hoover 1 main, did that get denied?
He did.
Therefore, the crane bill is basically dead as well, because it empties into it.
No.
No, as Mr. Bacon testified, that small section from where the Craybill discharges into Hoover, Maine, does not require any work. Craybill can be dealt with separately. That was what was before the board.
Well, still, I don't think that there's really been, the real problem being in Center Village has really been addressed. And with an 8-inch pipe, you're not gonna drain 20 acres into that, which then goes into the main of the crane bill. I just think the whole project has flaws in it, and I don't think this is going to finish anything that's happening in the Center Village where the real problem is. And again, we have zero benefit from them running the main line through our property, which it is and has not been maintained. We have zero benefit from that as a homeowner.
Thank you. So we've heard from the McIntyres. This brings us to, I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Ray, do you have something to say? Okay. Do I need to swear him in?
Yes.
You swear. Do you solemnly swear the testimony about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Proceed.
Just wanted to address this exception and give the engineer's recommendation. I'll repeat the line from ORC 6131.01. Lands that have been removed from their natural state by deforestation, cultivation, artificial drainage, urban development, or other man-made causes shall be considered as benefited by an improvement required to dispose of the accelerated flow of water from the uplands. This section of the code essentially tells us that any land that has been altered in any way, we shall consider it as benefited. And benefited in the eyes of the state law may differ from what benefited means to each individual landowner. Benefits, according to the revised code, mean use. And so the McIntyre property lies 100% within the Crable watershed. Water runs off that property and enters the improvement at some point. Therefore, state law says that it shall be considered as benefited, and our recommendation would be to not accept this exception.
Okay, thank you. Okay. That brings us to the third exception requested. And I'm going to mispronounce your name, Richard Snipke and Kathleen Johnson.
Thank you. Our property does not lie in the Craybill watershed, so we have no objections.
Thank you. Okay, that takes care of the three exceptions that we received. Do I hear a motion from anyone?
So is the first motion to not accept
Well, we're down, I believe, to looking for a motion on the
exception? Do we
Crable.
vote,
Do
do
we
we
need
vote on the
resolutions on the
exceptions
exceptions?
separately?
There is a resolution prepared for the exception that was filed by the McIntyres. The clerk has that. We can read that for you to address that before you move on.
The other two don't require a vote, correct? Okay.
Okay.
Let me make sure I have the right number. I'm gonna go with 649. Resolution number 24-649, in the matter of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners acknowledging receipt of and accepting for consideration the objections to the proposed improvement and exception to assessments filed by Kevin and Rhonda McIntyre for the Hoover number 61 Watershed Drainage Improvement Project. This is your acknowledging receipt and accepting for consideration.
So this is just acknowledge, okay, we're acknowledging receipt, accepting it for
Yes,
consideration.
it was timely filed. It meets the requirements for
Okay.
you to consider
I-
it. That's all this resolution does.
Okay.
And there's another one prepared for either accepting or denying the exception.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
first part is just acknowledging receipt.
Okay, I will move
Go ahead, John.
to,
Okay, do I need a
I will
second?
second it.
Okay, motion made and second, discussion?
Vote on motion 24-649. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
aye.
And resolution number 24-650. in the matter of denying the exception to the schedule of assessments filed by Kevin and Rhonda McIntyre for the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project, or approving the exception. Which would you like me to read?
Denied, please.
Resolution number 24-650, in the matter of denying the exception to the schedule of assessments filed by Kevin and Rhonda McIntyre for the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 24-650. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
And
So now we would read the acceptance of the Crabo.
You'd like to move in favor of the Crable?
I'm sorry, in favor, yes.
Resolution number 24-650, in the matter of finding in favor of the improvement and affirming the order for the Crable number 589 main part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project.
So moved.
Second.
motion made and second, discussion,
Benefits definitely exceed the cost on this one. The pictures that we were shown, I mean, very clearly, there's a real problem. And I would hate to see that postponed, so I support it.
call for the vote.
All right, I'm going to make a correction, that's 651. So vote on motion resolution number 651. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-652, in the matter of the Commissioners confirming the assessments, approving the payment schedule, and ordering the letting of contracts for the Crable number 589 main part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 24-652. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Direction on the lateral for Crable?
Yeah, I would ask the clerk to make the motion to, or read the resolution to approve lateral number 1. for Crable.
Resolution number 24-653, in the matter of finding in favor of the improvement and affirming the order for the Crable number 589 lateral 1, part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, discussion. I think the feeling is that the benefits exceed the cost, and we believe we should move forward. With that, I call for the vote.
Vote on motion 24-653. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 24-654, in the matter of Commissioners confirming the assessments, approving the payment schedule, and ordering the letting of contracts for the Crable number 589 lateral water part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement petition project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 24-654. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
And direction on Crable lateral 2.
To approve.
Resolution number 24-655, in the matter of finding in favor of the improvement and affirming the order for the Crable number 589 lateral 2, part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second, discussion,
Benefits outweigh the cost.
Vote on motion 24-655. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
aye.
Resolution number 24-656, in the matter of Commissioners confirming the assessments, approving the payment schedule, and ordering the letting of contracts for the Crable number 589 lateral 2, part of the Hoover number 61 watershed drainage improvement project.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Lewis, second by Commissioner Benton, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 24-656. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
I believe that,
Run out of parks.
Yeah, Jen, what I'm gonna suggest is that you read a resolution that would order that the cost of the proceedings of the Hoover number 61 Main, Woodtown lateral, McElwee section 1, McElwee section 2, and McElwee lateral number 1, all in one resolution, as opposed to doing them separate.
Thank
For
you.
the denials.
For the ordering of the costs.
The costs.
Dismissed
Allocating
proceedings.
the incurred costs to date.
Yep.
I don't think she has a resolution for that.
But it's just a matter of changing the title, and then
All right.
if that's what the motion is, then the record will reflect it.
This will be 6.
Bear with us just a second, she's working on it.
Okay, 657. So resolution number 24-657, in the matter of approving that the cost of the proceedings of the Hoover, Maine, Woodtown lateral and Mucule sections 1, Mucule section 2, and Mucule section lateral, including the cost incurred by the Board of Commissioners, the county engineer, and the Delaware County Soil and Water Conservation District in making surveys, plans, reports, and schedules be distributed to the landowners in the same ratio as determined in the final estimated assessments presented at the final hearing.
So move.
Second.
Motion made second, discussion, vote?
Just a
Sorry,
quick
go
question.
ahead.
Eric, we did get that right?
Yep.
That's the right resolution. Okay, just want to make sure we got it. Everything is so complicated.
Call for the vote.
Vote on motion 24-657. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
With, I believe that's it, correct?
Yes.
The hearing is now closed, but we will be in recess until 1 o'clock, and we'll
Thank you.
continue our meeting.